Hello students, I welcome to all today's session. In previous class, we discussed about basic concept of organic chemistry. In that lesson, we discussed fission of covalent bond, homolytic cleavage and heterolytic cleavage. Then different three types of electron movement, lone pair, bonding pair and bond breaks becomes another bond. Then effects, inductive effect, mesomeric effect, resonance effect, electromeric effect. Okay. The next different types of organic reaction: substitution reaction, addition reaction, elimination reaction, oxidation and reduction reaction, rearrangement reaction, combination reaction. In today's class, we move on to the next lesson, hydrocarbon. Okay. In this unit, we will study classification, preparation, properties and uses of aliphatic and aromatic hydrocarbon. So the first one is introduction and classification of alkanes. So what is alkane? Depending upon the characteristic pattern, the bonding between the carbon atom, hydrocarbon are divided into two main classes. So what are they? The first one is aliphatic, the second one is aromatic. So what is aliphatic? The aliphatic means the word derived from Greek. The alipher means fat. So the important source of aliphatic hydrocarbons are oils and fat. The word aroma means, that is aroma means it is a smell, it is called as a odor, which is obtained by the chemical treatment of pleasant smelling plant extractors. Plants வந்து extract ஆகும். So the aliphatic hydrocarbon, it may be three major groups. What are they? Alkane, alkene and alkynes. Alkane ending with A-N-E. Alkenes ending with E-N-E. Alkynes ending with Y-N-E. So alkane means, what is alkane? So what is the meaning of alkane? Alkane means it is a saturated hydrocarbon in which all the bond between, that is the carbon containing single bond, it is called as a alkane. Carbon contain single bond. Then alkene means the carbon at least one carbon containing double bond, it is called as a alkene, that ending with a E-N-E. Then carbon containing triple bond, it has a alkynes. So carbon containing single bond is called as a alkane. Carbon containing double bond is called as a at least one double bond, it called as a alkane. Then carbon containing at least one triple bond is called as a alkynes. So the hydrocarbons having localized carbon multiple bonds are called unsaturated hydrocarbons. Multiple bonds means it is a unsaturated hydrocarbons. Then aromatic hydrocarbons are cyclic. Aromatic hydrocarbon are cyclic compounds which contain characteristic benzene ring and its derivative. The classification of hydrocarbons is shown below. So hydrocarbon, it can be classified into aliphatic and aromatic. So aliphatic hydrocarbon acyclic, then aromatic hydrocarbons cyclic. The best example of aromatic hydrocarbon is a benzene. Then alicyclic means alkanes, alkenes, alkyne. The example of alkanes, ethane. Saturated means it contains only the, what is meant by first you know the meaning of saturated. The carbon containing only the single bond, it is called as a saturated. Okay. Then alkenes, example ethane, that is a unsaturated. Unsaturated means it contains double bond or triple bond, it is called as a unsaturated. Saturated means single bond. Okay. The carbon containing single bond is called as a saturated. Carbon containing double bond and triple bond is called as a unsaturated. It is a aliphatic hydrocarbon. Then alicyclic, that is the next one is a cyclic. Cyclic means cycloalkanes, cycloalkynes. Example of cycloalkanes, cyclobutane, cycloalkane, cyclobutene, alkyne, cyclobutane. So cycloalkane saturated, cycloalkenes and cycloalkanes is a unsaturated. Okay. Next, move on to the next topic. Preparation of alkanes. Alkane means carbon containing single bond. Alkanes are not laboratory curiosities, but they are extremely important naturally occurring compounds. So most of the hydrocarbons, mainly present carbon, hydrogen. Okay. So natural gas and petroleum, that is crude oil, are the most important natural sources. However, it can be prepared by the following, that is various method. First one, preparation of alkane from catalytic reduction of unsaturated hydrocarbon. That means we can prepare the alkane from catalytic reduction. Reduction means addition of hydrogen from unsaturated hydrocarbon. What is meant by unsaturated? Unsaturated means the carbon containing double bond. Okay. When a mixture of hydrogen gas with alkene or alkyne, that means double bond or triple bond. Alkene or alkyne gas is passed over the catalyst such as platinum or palladium at room temperature. Alkane is produced. That means the double bond react with the catalyst to produce single bond. This process of addition of hydrogen to unsaturated carbon is called as a hydrogenation. That is, the addition of hydrogen to unsaturated compound is called as a hydrogenation. The above process can be catalyzed by nickel. So, the above process we can use the catalyst. Nickel is a catalyst. At 298 Kelvin, this reaction is called as a Sebastian-Sanderson reaction. So, example for this reaction, propene, that is carbon containing, at least the carbon containing one double bond. So, here number of carbon 3. So, 3 means first one carbon is methane, 2 carbon is ethane, 3 carbon is a propane. So, here double bonds contain, so it is called as a propane. Then addition of hydrogen, so this is the addition of hydrogen H2. Propane react with hydrogen at platinum as a catalyst to form platinum or palladium or nickel as catalyst. Here we can use platinum. So, we can get propane. So, the unsaturated is converted into saturated. This is a Sebastian-Sanderson reaction. Then second method, preparation of alkane from carboxylic acid. So, we can prepare alkane from carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid means the formula is COOH. The step, decarboxylation of sodium salt of carboxylic acid. That means when mixture of sodium salt of carboxylic acid. So, the CH3COONA is called as a sodium salt. This is a sodium. The sodium salt of carboxylic acid and soda lime. Soda lime means sodium hydroxide plus calcium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide NaOH, calcium oxide is a CaO. Sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide is heated, alkane is formed. The alkane formed has one carbon atom less than the carboxylic acid. So, carboxylic acid COOH, we can get a product, that is alkane is a less than one carbon atom. Okay, this process eliminating carboxylic group is called as a decarboxylation. So, the carboxylic acid is removed. The removing of carboxylic acid is called as a decarboxylation. So, the reaction is CH3. This is a reaction. The sodium acetate CH3COONA is a sodium acetate react with the sodium hydroxide NaOH or calcium oxide heated. We get a methane plus sodium carbonate. Here in reactant side the 2 carbon, in the product side 1 carbon, so less than the 1 carbon. The 1 carbon atom is less than the carboxylic acid. Okay, so methane plus sodium carbonate. This is a product. Then third method, Klopes, that is the second method, the Klopes electrolytic method. When sodium or potassium salt of carboxylic acid, this is a sodium or potassium, CH3COON is a sodium. If it is instead of sodium, K means CH3COOK, it is called as a potassium salt of carboxylic acid. Is electrolyzed, higher alkane is formed. Higher alkane means more than 2 carbon, 3 carbon, so on. The decarboxylated dimerization of 2 carboxylic acid occurs. This method is suitable for preparing symmetrically alkane. That is, symmetrically alkane means, if we symmetry means, for example, the 2 or we can cut the 2 or we get a equal of 2 equal halves are same. Okay. Unsymmetrical means, if for example if we cut the CH3 or anything, we get a not equal parts, that is called as unsymmetrically. So, the sodium salt CH3COONA electrolysis means H2O, we get a ethane plus carbon dioxide plus hydrogen plus sodium hydroxide. This is a product of the reaction. The third one, preparation of alkane using alkyl halides or halo alkanes. So alkanes we can prepare the next method, alkyl halides. Alkyl halide means the CH3Cl or CH3CH2Br. This is called as a alkyl halide. Then alkane groups, loss of one nitrogen is called as a alkyl. Then haloalkanes means, halo means halogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine. Alkane means the carbon contains single bond. The first method is a by reduction with the nascent hydrogen. Except alkyl fluoride, other alkyl halides can be converted into alkyl. Except fluoride, the remaining halogens can be converted into alkane by reduction with the nascent hydrogen. The hydrogen for reduction may be obtained by using any of the following reducing agents such as zinc plus HCl, zinc plus acetic acid, zinc plus copper is the ethanol, lithium aluminum hydride is called as a reducing agent. Okay. The next equation is example for the equation CH3CH2CH2Cl. This is a alkyl chloride. Okay, methane, ethane, propane. So propane, then here containing the Cl, so it is called as a chloropropane. Reduction with the nascent hydrogen. Hydrogen with the following reducing agent we contain zinc with the HCl. We get a propane plus HCl. This is called as a reduction with the nascent hydrogen reaction. The next one, Roots reaction. In Roots reaction, when solution of haloalkanes diether is treated with the sodium metal. Higher alkanes are produced. This reaction is used for prepare higher alkanes with a even number of carbon atom. So here we take the examples. Methyl bromide react with two molecules of methyl bromide react with the sodium metal. We get a ethane plus sodium bromide. This is a Roots reaction. Okay, the next one, Corey-House mechanism. Alkyl halide and lithium dialkyl copper reacted to give higher alkanes. Here ethyl bromide react with ethyl, copper, lithium. We get methane, ethane, propane. Here the three carbon, propane plus methyl copper plus lithium bromide. This is called as a Corey-House mechanism. Then fourth method is a preparation of alkane from Grignard reagent. You know the meaning of the Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent means containing the alkyl group, that is R, then magnesium and X. That is called general formula of Grignard reagent, or MgX. R is a alkyl or aryl, Mg is a magnesium, X is a halide, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine is called as a halide, that is halogen. It is called as a Grignard reagent. Haloalkanes react with magnesium in the presence of dry ether to give alkyl magnesium halide, which is known as a Grignard reagent. Here the alkyl group, that is R, is directly attached to the magnesium metal. So the R MgX. So the Mg is directly attached to the alkyl group. The alkyl group is directly attached to the magnesium. Okay, so the magnesium metal to behave as a carbanion. So any compound is easily replaceable hydrogen react with the Grignard reagent to give corresponding alkanes. So example here, chloroethane. This is a chloroethane, CH3Cl react with the magnesium. In a dry ether we get a methyl magnesium chloride. So Mg, this is a R, MgX. R is a methyl, then Mg is a magnesium, Cl is a halide, that is X. The next one, methyl magnesium chloride. This methyl magnesium chloride hydrolysis, we get a compound methane plus magnesium remaining. So here the hydrolysis means HOH. So the one hydrogen added here, then CH4 3 is converted into CH4, the remaining MgCl, then OH. So MgOHCl. Okay, this is a reaction for the alkanes from Grignard reagent. The next topic, we move on to the next topic, boiling point and physical state, that is a physical properties. So here the alkanes, the carbon, up to the C1 to C4 carbon, and the lower members of carbons, lower number of carbons gases, then C5 to C17 is a liquid, then above the C18 the carbon are solid at a room temperature. Then solubility nature, it is insoluble in water, soluble in non-polar solvents. Non-polar solvents means in polar solvents containing the HOOH, the non-polar solvent does not containing the OH and the H, this water. Okay, the density less than the water, density is compared to the alkane density compared to the water is less than the float on top of water. So the alkanes molecules is a float on a water. Then boiling point, the increase the carbon chain length increases. So the number the carbon chain increase the boiling point also increases. The decrease with the decrease in branching. So branching the decrease in the branching சொல்றாங்க. Then boiling point and physical state. The boiling point continuous chain alkane increase the length of the carbon chain roughly about 30. So the number of the carbon chain are increases, the boiling and physical state also increases. Okay. The next one, solubility nature. Then solubility and density. The water molecules are polar or alkanes are non-polar. Water molecules means HOH is contained the water molecules are polar. The alkane molecules does not contain the OH, it is called as a non-polar. The insolubility of alkane in water. So the insolubility means the alkanes does not dissolve in water. Then good water repellent from metal, which protect the metal surface from corrosions because the lower density than water. The density compared to the alkane, the density is a very low. So then from two layers occupy the top layer. The density difference between alkane and water explain why oil spills in aqueous environment spreads so quickly. Okay. The next topic is chemical properties of alkanes. Alkanes are quite unreactive towards most agents. However, under favorable condition, alkanes undergo the following types of reaction. Paraffin is an older name for the alkane group family of compound. This name comes from the Latin word which means little activity. So the reactivity is very less. Then first one, combustion. You know the meaning of the combustion. It catches fire immediately. A combustion reaction is a chemical reaction between substance and oxygen. So substance plus oxygen with the evolution of heat and light usually as a flame. In the presence of sufficient of oxygen, alkane undergo combustion when ignite and produce carbon dioxide and water. So example for the reaction, methane plus oxygen. When alkane burns in insufficient supply of oxygen, they form carbon monoxide than the carbon black. So here the methane react with the oxygen, we get a carbon dioxide plus water. When alkane burn in insufficient, that is insufficient supply of oxygen, they form carbon monoxide. Here the methane react with the oxygen, we get a carbon monoxide. So here the insufficient of oxygen, the carbon monoxide and carbon black. Then for methane plus oxygen, we get a carbon black plus water. Okay. The next one, halogenation. So the halogenation reaction is a chemical reaction between alkane and halogen. Halogenation means alkane reaction between halogen. It is called as a halogenation reaction. So halogenation reaction in which one or more hydrogen atoms substitute the halogen. So we can take example chlorination and bromination. The two widely used halogenation reaction. Here fluorination is a too quick, iodination is a too slow. So we don't take the fluorination and ionization. Here we can take chlorination or bromination. So the methane react with the chlorine in the presence of light when heated as follows. First we can take methane, so react with the chlorine, light or heat. We get a CH4 plus Cl2, we get CH3Cl. Here the one hydrogen, then here one chlorine, we eliminate with the HCl, so remaining CH3Cl. Then again this methyl chloride is react with again the chlorine molecules. We get a compound, here the CH3 and Cl, here the two chlorine. So here the one hydrogen and one chlorine remove, so CHCl, so remaining CH2Cl2. Then again the methylene chloride we can take, react again the chlorine, we get here the one hydrogen, here the one chlorine will remove, HCl will remove, so remaining CH. Then how many here one chlorine is removed, so totally remaining how many chlorines are there? 3 chlorine, so CHCl3. Then here the chloroform again react with the chlorine molecule, so we get a carbon. Here the one hydrogens are there, here the one chlorine are removed, so HCl removed, so remaining CCl4. So we get a carbon tetrachloride. So methane react with the chlorine, so finally we get a compound carbon tetrachloride. The formula is CCl4. Okay. Then mechanism. The reaction proceeds through the free radical chain mechanism. The mechanism carried by the 3 steps: initiation, propagation and termination. So first one, initiation. The chain initiated by the UV light leading to the homolytic fission. Homolytic means, for example, here we take the same molecules. That is, here we can take the same molecules, means here chlorine, then chlorine. So we can have the same molecules called as a homo. So the same molecules are the cleavaging will be take place. Cleavaging means the fissions. Fission means the cleaving. Okay, fusion means joining, fission means breaking. Okay, so the here the two molecules we get a 2Cl. Okay, the next one, However, we choose the chlorine-chlorine bond for fission because CC and C hydrogen bonds are stronger than CCl. The next one, propagation. The chlorine free radical attack the methane molecule and breaks the CH bond, the resulting generation of the methyl free radical. The example, this is a CH methane molecules. The CH is methyl means CH4. This is a methyl molecule. CH3, then one hydrogen we can cleavage right, we can write it CH3CH. So react chlorine attack the methane molecule, the break the methane molecules, the chlorine here the H and C, the H and Cl will get eliminated, so we get a CH3. Okay, CH3 dot, that is a the chlorine free radical attack the methane molecule, break the CH bond, resulting the generation of the methyl is a free radical. Okay, the free radical means contain this is a free radical. The methyl free radical thus obtained attack the second molecule of the chlorine to gives chloromethane, that is CH3Cl and chlorine free radical. So this is a free radical of methyl. So it's attack with the chlorine, we get a CH3Cl plus the chlorine as a free radical here. Okay. Then third one, the chlorine free radical, the cycle back to step A and back to step B, the repeated many times, then the chain of the reaction is set up. Okay. Then the last step, chain termination. After some time, the reaction stopped due to the consumption of the reactant. The chain is terminated, the combination of the free radical. So this is a reaction for the chain termination. ClCl, we get a ClCl bond. Then CH3CH, we get a CH3CH bond. Then CH3Cl, we get a CH3Cl. So how to get the compound containing the single bond? So this in this way, chain initiation, propagation, and chain termination. The next one, the third topic, aromatization. You know the meaning of aromatization. That's aromatic is called as a aromatization. Alkanes with 6 to 10 carbon atoms are converted into homologous of benzene at a high temperature in the presence of catalyst. This reaction is known as a aromatization. Okay. So the reaction for this N-hexane is a N-hexane. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is N-hexane passed over chromic oxide Cr2O3 supported at aluminum oxide at 873 Kelvin to give benzene. So the hexane converted into benzene. So the benzene is called as a aromatic compound. So it is called as a aromatization. The next one, reaction with the steam. Then steam means methane react with the steam at 1273 Kelvin in the presence of nickel as a catalyst and decompose from carbon monoxide and hydrogen. So methane, the CH4 is a methane, is a steam, that is a water, gaseous, nickel as a catalyst. So we can decompose the carbon monoxide, the carbon and oxygen, here the one oxygen and one carbon, we get a carbon monoxide. So the remaining, here 4 hydrogen, here 2 hydrogen, totally 6 hydrogen. So 3 into 2, 6 hydrogen. So we get a carbon monoxide plus a hydrogen. Okay. The next one, the production of hydrogen for gas from methane. So this hydrogen gas we can prepare from this methane. So they are known as a steam reforming process. Okay. The next one, pyrolysis. Pyrolysis means the thermal decomposition of organic compound into smaller fragments in the absence of air through the application of heat. It is called as a pyrolysis. So what is mean by pyro? Pyro means fire. Lysis means separating. So pyrolysis of alkane means is called as a simply say cracking. You know the meaning of cracking. In the absence of air, when alkane vapors pass through the red dot metal, it breaks down the simpler hydrocarbons. So CH3, CH2, CH3 at 773 Kelvin, we get a compound. Then methane, 773 we get a ethene plus methane. Okay. So the product depends upon the nature of the alkane, temperature, pressure, presence of catalyst or absence of catalyst. That means the cracking, the alkane molecules will be cracking. So increase the molecular weight, it is called as a cracking. So the cracking is a main important role in petroleum industry. The cracking is a plays or important role in petroleum industry. Then next one is the isomerization. What is meant by isomerization? So isomerization means the molecular formula will be same, but the structural arrangements are called different, is called as a isomerization. So isomerization is a chemical process by which compound is transferred into any of its isomeric form. So normal alkanes can be converted into branched alkane in the presence of aluminum chloride and HCl at 298 Kelvin. So the equation of the isomerization, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, methane, number of carbon 4, methane, ethane, propane, butane. So aluminum chloride with the HCl at 298 Kelvin, we get a compound. So the carbon, here also the 4 carbon, then here also the 4 carbon. Both the side the carbon is the same, but the positions are, that is the structural arrangements are differ. Here the linear form, here the branched form. So it is called as a isomerization. Okay. This process is a great industrial importance. The quantity of gasoline is improved by the isomerizing and components. The next topic is general method preparation of alkenes. Alkene means the carbon-carbon containing double bond. So first method, we can prepare the first method, the preparation of alkene by dehydration of alcohols. Dehydration means the hydration. Hydration means addition of water. Dehydration means removal of water. When alcohol is heated at 430 to 440 Kelvin in the excess of corn H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, a molecule of water from alcohol is removed. An alkene is formed. So we can prepare the alkene means the carbon-carbon containing double bond. So dehydration process we can prepare alkane. This is the first method. So alcohol, the formula of alcohol C2H5OH with the corn H2SO4 430 to 440 Kelvin, where the removal of water molecules from this alcohol, removal of water molecules from this alcohol, we get a CH2. So the number of carbon is 2, then hydrogen totally 6 hydrogen. The removal of water molecule, the 2 hydrogen will be removed. So remaining the 4 hydrogen. So the CH2 double bond CH2. So we can prepare alkene, that is a ethane. Ethane can also prepare laboratory by catalytic dehydration of alcohol. So ethanol with aluminum oxide, we get a ethane molecule. So ethanol react with aluminum oxide, we get a ethane molecule. Then second method, preparation of alkene from alkynes, that is triple bond to double bond. So alkyne can be reduced to cis alkene using Linderless catalyst, that is CaCO3 supporter in palladium partially deactivated with the sulfur or gasoline. This reaction is stereospecific, giving only the cis alkene. Cis means the carbon, this is a cis, the hydrogens are present, both the hydrogen present same side, then both the methyl group are present the same side is called as a cis. Where it is, if the carbon double bond, the cis and trans only applicable for the double bond and triple bond, that is alkene and alkyne. So not applicable for the alkane. So here the CH3, then hydrogen, then H and CH3, it is called as a trans. That is opposite sides are called a trans. Okay. So the cis, that is 2-butane, palladium calcium carbonate, we get a cis 2-butane. So alkanes, that is triple bond, this is a butane. So ending with YN means the carbon at least it contain one triple bond. So here the triple bond is converted into the double bond. So the alkyne is converted into alkene. So the alkynes can also reduce to the trans alkene using the sodium in liquid ammonia. This reaction is stereospecific, giving only the trans alkene. So the alkyne, the sodium with the ammonia, liquid ammonia, we get a trans 2-butane. So this is a trans. The opposite side is called as a trans. The same side is called as a cis. The third method, preparation of alkene by dehydrohalogenation of alloalkane. Dehydrohalogenation. So you know the meaning of dehydrohalogenation. Haloalkane react with the alkali KOH and eliminate hydrohalide, resulting in the formation of alkene. Example for the reaction, 1-bromopropane. This is a 1-bromopropane, 1, 2, 3 propane with alkali potassium hydrate. We get a CH3CH double bond CH2. Here the dehydrohalogenation means the removal of the halogen group, that is called as a dehydrohalogenation. So the KBr, here the KBr are removed, then here the one hydrogen, then remaining OH, they get a water molecules. Okay. The next one, the preparation of alkenes from vicinal dihalide. So what is meant by vicinal dihalogen derivative of alkene? Vicinal dihalides means this is a vicinal dihalide. So this is a vicinal group. So the compound, the 2 halogen atom are attached to the adjacent carbon atoms are called vicinal. The two halogen atom means this is a two halogen atom attached to the adjacent carbon atoms called as a vicinal dihalide. When vicinal dihalides are warmed with graduated zinc in methanol, this is a zinc in methanol, they lose of molecule of Zn(X2) to form a alkene. Here we get a CH2 Br, the zinc CH2 Zn Br. Then removal of the Br, we get a CH2 double bond CH2 plus Zn Br2. This is a preparation of alkene from vicinal dihalides. We can prepare alkene compound from vicinal dihalide. Then next method, preparation of ethene. Preparation of ethene by Clopes. Already we prepare the alkane molecules also, Clopes electrolyte method. Here the Clopes electrolyte method. An aqueous solution of potassium succinate. This is a potassium succinate formula. Is electrolyzed between the two platinum electrode. Ethene is produced. The potassium succinate electrolysis, we get a CH2COO minus CH2CO. Here the two potassiums are removed. So 2K plus. It is called as a potassium succinate to get a alkene. Okay, the next one, physical properties of alkene. The first alkenes, the first three member carbons are that is ethene, propane, butane are gases. Next 14 members are liquid. Then higher alkenes are waxy solid. Is similar to the alkane. They are all are colorless and odorless except ethene, which has a sweet smell for ethene. The melting and boiling point of alkene increases because the number of carbon atom increases. The melting and boiling point also increases with the homologous series. Like alkanes are straight chain, alkenes are boiling pointed compared to the isomeric branch alkenes. Alkenes are slightly soluble in water but readily soluble in organic solvent. Okay, these are the physical properties of alkane. The next topic is chemical properties of alkane. So the alkenes are more reactive than alkane because the presence of double bond. The carbon-carbon contain a single for alkane. Carbon-carbon contain double bond for alkane. So alkenes are more reactive than alkane because the presence of double bond. The sigma bond is strong because the pi bond is weak. So the sigma bond means this is a sigma bond. The pi bond means the double bond is a pi bond. So the compare these two, the sigma is a strong bond compared to the pi bond. The pi bond is a weak, this is easily cleaving. This typical reaction of alkene is involving addition of electrophilic across the double bond processing the ionic mechanism. Okay. So the first one, addition reaction. The addition reaction means addition of hydrogen. So the hydrogenation of alkenes. So the hydrogen adds on alkene the presence of metal catalyst, nickel, platinum, palladium to yield corresponding alkanes. This is known as very important manufacture catalytic hydrogenation. This is a very important catalytic hydrogenation. This process great important the manufacture of vanaspati and vegetable oils. Okay. Then second one, addition of halogen. So the addition of halogens is called as a halogenation reaction. Then alkenes is treated with the halogen like a chlorine, bromine. The addition take place rapidly 1,2-dichloroalkane, that is vicinal dihalide. So ethene, so this is ethene. So react with the chlorine, we get a CH2, the two chlorines, here one chlorines are attached, the one chlorines are attached, which is called as a vicinal dihalides, that is 1,2-dichloroethane. Then third one, test for alkenes. Test for alkenes, bromine water is a reddish brown in color. When small amount of bromine water is added to the alkene, the solution is decolorized to form dibromo compound. So this is a characteristic to form test for the unsaturated compound. And these tests you can do in a 12th standard. Okay. The next one, Marconi's rule. So Marconi's rule. What is meant by Marconi's rule? When unsymmetrically alkene. What is meant by unsymmetrically? It is symmetrically means if it is cut in this molecule, we get a equal of it called as a unsymmetrically. So the does not contain equal of, it is called as a unsymmetric. So the unsymmetric alkene react with hydrogen halide. The hydrogen atom, the hydrogen add to the carbon. There's more number of hydrogen and halogen add to the carbon having fewer hydrogen. This rule can state as a addition reaction of alkene and alkane. The most electronic part of the reagent adds to the least hydrogen atom doubly bonded carbon. So the first one, addition of water, that is the hydration of alkenes. Normally water does not react with alkene. In the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, alkenes react with the water to form alcohol. This reaction is known as a Marconi's rule. So here the 2-methyl propane, so the double bond, so the H plus and H2O, we get a 2-methyl propanol. 2-methyl propanol, we get a compound 2-methyl propanol. Then second one, addition of hydrohalides. So the hydrohalides means HBr, HCl, HII, it is called as a hydrohalides. So that we can get the order of reactivity, the different hydrogens, HI, HBr, HCl, example of the electrophilic addition. So the addition of HBr to the symmetrically alkene. The addition of HBr to symmetrically alkene, similar groups attached to the doubly bonded, the alkyl halides are formed. So the ethane molecules react with HBr, we get a bromoethane. Then butane molecules react with HBr, we get a 2-bromobutane. Then addition of HBr to the unsymmetrically. So the previous reaction is a symmetrically. Then unsymmetrically means the propanes react with the HBr, we get a 2-bromopropane and 1-bromopropane. So unsymmetrically we get major and a minor product. The next one, the third one, mechanism is reduced portion is not necessary for this year. So okay, the next we move on to the next reaction. The next one is last one, crash addition. The metal catalyst free radical addition is of CXCl compound to alkene is called as a addition reaction. First one, addition of sulfuric acid to alkene. So the propene alkene react with the sulfuric acid to form alkyl hydrogen sulfate according to the Marconi's rule. Further hydrolysis we get a alcohol. So here take the example for this reaction. Propene react with sulfuric acid, we get a alkyl, that is hydrogen sulfate. Then further hydrolysis we get a alcohol plus sulfuric acid. The next one, oxidation, that is a Bayes reagent. Alkenes react with the Bayes reagent to form vicinal dihalides. So vicinal diols. For vicinal dihalides means this CH2 we get that contain the halogen is called as a vicinal dihalides. Vicinal diols means it contains the OH group. It is called as a vicinal diols. The purple solution of Mn7 becomes dark green. The produced dark brown precipitate Mn4+. So the alkene react with the dilute alkaline KMnO4. So we get a OH, the CH2 containing OH, it is called as a diol. The next method is a acidified KMnO4 solution. Then alkene is a alkene solution, that is alkene react with acidified KMnO4 solution, oxidized to ketone or carboxylic acid, depends on the substituents, the olefin carbon atom. The purple solution becomes colorless. So this one for the test for the unsaturation. The triple bond is converted into double bond, is called as unsaturation. So the 2-methyl propane alkyl oxidized to get a carb, that is ketone group. Okay. The next one, ozonolysis. The ozonolysis method of oxidative cleavage of alkenes or alkyne using ozone to form 2 carbonyl compounds. So this one is an example of ozone, ethene, then ozonoid. Ethene react with the ozonoid, we get a ethene ozonoid. So then zinc with water, we get a formaldehyde. Zinc with the water, we get a formaldehyde. Then propene with the ozone, we get a propene ozonoid. Then zinc with the water, we get a formaldehyde plus a acetaldehyde. So the ozonolysis method of oxidative cleavage of alkenes or alkynes using ozone to form 2 carbonyl compounds. So here the aldehyde and ketone. So it is called as a 2 carbonyl compound. Alkene react with the ozone to form ozonoid and cleaved with azacetone with water to form smaller molecule. So these reactions use to identify the structure of unknown of alkene or alkane by detecting the position of double bond and a triple bond. So this is the ozonolysis reaction. Ethene react with the ozone, we get a ozonoid, formaldehyde. Propane react with the ozone, we get a formaldehyde plus a acetaldehyde. The last one, uses of alkenes. So use of alkenes. Alkenes are find many diverse application in industry. Used for the starting material of the synthetic alcohols, plastic, liquid, detergent and fuels. Then ethane is a most important organic feedstock in polymer industry. So in the manufacture of the floor tiles, shoes, stoles, synthetic fiber, raincoats, pipes, etc. Students, watch the link carefully and do the assignment. Thank you.